Hi everyone. I'm going to be talking about my social justice assessment topic, which is police brutality against people of color. The history of the police department is slave patrols. That's what they were called back in South Carolina in the early 1700s. It was a group of white men who would display violent and racist behavior towards people of color. They would go into anyone's home and look for enslaved people who violated plantation rules or who had escaped. And the theoretical framework that I used was the critical race theory, which is based on racism against people of color. It was founded by by one of the founders was Richard Delgado. He is a Mexican law professor at the University of Alabama. The critical race theory applies to individuals and small groups, which is the micro level, but it can also apply to society at large, which is the macro level as well. 12% of the United States is African American, but in 2018, 23% of Americans killed by police officers were Black Americans. That is 229 Black people who have been killed by police out of 992 fatal police shootings. 1 in 1,000 Black men will die at the hands of the police. I believe that police violence will never be a thing of the past. As a Black woman and a mother of a Black son, I can admit that I am afraid of what the future looks like for my son when it comes to police brutality. My paper also focused on Black Lives Matter, which was founded in 2013 by 3 women in Los Angeles, California, after George Zimmerman was acquitted in the murder of Trayvon Martin. The Black Lives Matter movement is a fight for freedom, liberation, and justice for people of color. The event that I chose took place in October 2020. More than 100 Yale University students and members of the New Haven community rallied and marched to support the Black Lives Movement. The march was organized by 3 freshmen at Yale. The event was to make everyone feel welcome at Yale, especially Black students. Heated online conversations about race and this summer's protest left some Black students feeling alienated before they even set foot on campus. One of the organizers stated. I think the best suggestion for, future implications and things like that for this topic is police reform is very important in helping reduce police violence against people of color. I think our legislators should endorse body-worn cameras, for the police officers to wear them at all times. And police officers should receive more training, such as de-escalation training and implicit bias training. I think it should be a ban on chokeholds. Police officers who have been fired or resigned for allegations of racial bias should be placed on a blacklist and not be able to work in law enforcement in the future. Officers can take a therapeutic approach by listening to citizens before making decisions. And the law enforcement should definitely work with public health officials to document their contact, with violence and injuries, and community-based alternatives to addressing harms and preventing trauma. So, you know, that's it. I mean, I try to make this video as short as possible, but I wanted to get some key points across. I really enjoyed this course and I learned a lot. And I'm thankful for all my classmates, and good luck to everyone. Thank you. Bye.